now we who papa. Why I mean not I am afraid a baby about the same. What could come? Hey, we are sick. Ah.
Oh, when you man on your restaurant, and then one on the common.
Abna is for life. When she sleeps, she will dream about the show. If because of nobody, I won't do a show. Abna alone, I'll do the show. Ah, I love her crazy. We are day, 1 year day. Abna is for life. Abna sugar, body near a All right, so thank you all very much. Our show begins. I mean, today we've started very late because some issues I wanted to deal with before I come. But I think that there's a lot going on in Ghana. A lot of issues are trending in Ghana, and especially the issue with a 16-year-old boy who had the accident and it turned into the death. I've seen the farewell service that is going to be organized for one of the girls that was buried. And, I hear one of the girls is the only grandchild and the only daughter of the mother, and the stories are all everybody's seeing their own. But I want to say condolences to the bereaved family of the two. And honestly, I saw that they did a vigil. A vigil is a watch night. A vigil is not our tradition to remove spirits from places that accidental death occurs. So the accounts will call it Yauko, and the guns will call it Fia Billy. So in such deaths, there's a way that the bodies are treated, and there's a way that the ceremony is also organized. Such ceremonies are not organized by pastors. Yes, as for the vigil night, it's a foreign game. They can decide to do it. But the ceremony they did for the children, may their departed soul rest in peace. But if that is the ceremony to give them resting place, then I want to tell everybody that we are wrong. The best way to move the spirit from where the incident happened, because from where I sit, the spirit of the children are still there. I hear one has been buried, but I still find the other one there. I'm not scaring you, but I'm telling all of you that there is a process and a procedure. So be the yawo kwa. Kwan ben so ne fa ene ye amo ye nkwala omunyi opanyi tofuwo akwanhia hyew owuo hyew yawo ko menka mo ya Christian achu eka building numu no sa ohwe sana ye yie na eye yawe yie enti ye ntena simple ye nchensa ye nchensuo enso a ye che ne de ohuru ye nsa ye ntena si embo agwa ye mbo akonwa ye mbo nsan eya wudie bi na nokura ne se sa eyie no yekosie nipa ne ye ba ye nge atenase mpo ye twen afe baako ne akoye nase asori ba me hu se omukoye mass ama enkwala ne departed soul ye nima obi nima obi kire esan se obehwe me nimu a wanyin kakra sen medie Embrewa wa abna say abna at 52 they say they making wuni me abakosem abna be kaya onkwala brem no say pa say obe kai pa dia abna be kaya 52 no edi no wa check kakra wa asasi Abrabi, let me confess to you, but that would be say I was saying Friday section or just I was saying or say get you are to say, and I'm so huna, and anybody was sitting crying and straight. Me who be that? Obviously, Miss Ria, what the other was sitting here and straight. The mystery, my Kai was straight, Abda. By a snya, dear, castle be the Yawako, and not a painful death or a painful departure. It is an accident. I know in America, maybe on our way out from. You are in America. You are a young girl from America, and now you are an old lady in America. Somebody living in America for 42 years, and yet easy. And so at least I think so to me my Philippi. UK dear minim abna UK minim say Clarice never chere and now na be chere ye. Esan say ye wonyama bebre aye ye. Se mo se mo ye vigil and now mo de sa flower ne nyama ko glory kwan ne ho a. Honorable na adwimbe ne time de na chi. Se no bi no nkoye wo Ghana. Mo de bibia e fi Ghana de akọ. Otima se mo de bibia e fi amana no India ba Ghana. Ye nhihye mu no se ekwanhie si won kwanta ye wonyama ye yo. Na saa de no enya abosonsumo mo nti ase eya amani ayeye edi yi sunsum ni fio enya saa de edu pempensuo bi asunsum ni sore mo nyanti ase se mo de mo nim yen ye hwefun yen ye dwuma o mo kire ena ye kosua nipa ho adwuma ye mo tie ni ye pa ye si ye ye a eyie ne nti ase ne se ye nipa ni yie di akoba bia ofiye no sawa ase wanye ni yie anfa anko ho a omo edikanfo ne be san edikanfo ne be returning it back to us no ma confuse here me nkai mo yaw but the woman say me nkai masresem me a friend day me ever say me distance anti-bi and the baba two kwan ko Nigeria and ko wuye and ye di funi bra ye wo Ghana na ye insist say fe funi bra and ye ne bae e jom de funi bae no mu ye ni nyina ba na wa daka ni enti de omo ye ne say omo ye de dan nyina enti e ba nya de adaka no be si ho and ye omo ye amamre so omo ye nyina enti na ni mpa ne ebie ye omo mbie fun no hwa anhwe de ewom na de eni okay. Oh yes, so we are rejecting our culture, and I'm going to teach today. My topic is not this, but I just want to bring light onto it. I'm teaching how to be a proper parent and not a good parent. The topic will be bias cautious. Brofuna can what happen because you share bias cautious. Two English words. Well, where we school, time I children now where we school, and school for fry a coin a children. What must say? Ya of Francis Ancrophone, almost we school son abroad free ever. What I say, I've never money is Ancrophone, only 34. But see, the American, and see, my cousin he buy it. Not me, I was young, but I was a fresh guy. Marco Beni, I could share the Macosia culture, Macosia the way for it. Who deep me be told now na told yeah we da say ya for her and ye sir so na me woman nya fe ba ye ko enim eti ye di funi ba ye no ye ya mamre mu ye wanyama bebre aye ye o de friends ye peti besen ye o de friends ye mane ne sika sa nya mane nyina na ye ba mo nka mo say efun bia ye di sika goes echo kran say me na o ho bo ja me ho me mane nkra say o mane me o ye di sika na koto no so enkra fo ye wo kala ye share ye commanding coins you are calling ye share ye commanding tuma obi tumi kokra ko share okay say nansenya Kofi TV omo ko ya kola na video na Kofi ebisa ade no on the auntie ba ko but meaning the type I know which one's auntie but one auntie came to speak from the onu voter vote girl I like the airway girl name auntie ni be ka say they will never allow it normal catch up running soon say or should fight back. Now that statement hits me. You are giving the soul a mandate to fight back. Fight back in what way? Yeah, I understand you are in pain. But if you are invoking, because the voice of the children are still at the wall. Where the event was happening, the children's spirits were not there. Oh, you can challenge me. They were not there. So that statement she made is a statement that if any spirit catches up, who is that spirit going to disturb? Because it was an accident in the first place. That occurred. Whether it was reckless driving. Because if a driver is sleeping, an accident happened, the spirit will not go and fight the driver. It's an accident. It's a murder case that you can send spirit to go and chase. So when she made a statement, I said, this woman, unless she's standing on something, but if she's empty, she should be careful. Because if not, the spirit will be restless and will disturb their family. Kafra said, because there are a lot of errors at Ghana. Yes, tra. Etienne me cousin ne bae no. Ebusua panyin gunsa. Ogunsa no. Ena opete bese. Ya pete bese no. Bese ne antai. Yesi bese antai a. Ese ya pete bese ne a. Ye was say bese ne ye. Ba antai. and obi asi o enye hwe na eyesan se enye efie fun no omse ye ndware amane wo ha enti abusuafo no ekoto efun sapo efun nyama ene ebe ye atu awedi esan se yen amamre mu no efun bia ese edware no na de edi dware fun no ye wo de edi nyama ne ye dwane ne wie a ye wo nyama bi a de hye no enti ye say ye friend Nigeria fo bi sa ne se atade etwato a o hye ye e ya atade ben ese ne ye hia atade ne de hye adeke ne ma ne de akọ ese asama do no mbesoma ne dwom na okọ dwom a sa atade ne se o hye de kọ ese ne atade etwato men suro e adesua a cut across all tribes. It is a evoke spirit be amane attacking and crofua di omonsa kan mo a de maame ne kan ye say oman catch that akwala ne say he should just revenge. I don't know where the revenge will go to, but at that event I am telling you, go and look for anybody who has what I have. I watched and went to join the vigil. The children didn't come for the vigil. None of the spirit came. But the spirit is still hovering around the place. And they have to remove it. They are going to do church mass. All those ones are events. Look, when a human being dies, and if you die in the hospital, you know, every hospital has an altar. An altar of separating the dead. Even in the mortuary, there's an altar there. I want anybody to visit me in the mortuary December or any other time. Just come. And I will let you experience something that you have never experienced before. Maybe in American mortuary, you don't find it. But I've not been to any of the morgue here. But there are spirits that they have time that they walk. So what they did is not the removal of the spirits. They went to celebrate what they think they see in America. And I wanted Honorable Yaofran to tell us why they put flowers at where accident happens when young boys have crashed. But I heard a statement from one of the aunties that made the spirit go and bring vengeance. That's, I tell her, unless her foot is on something, vengeance cannot come, because this was an accident. It was not an attack. Like somebody has attacked you, somebody has stabbed you, somebody has killed you wrongly. That you can evoke this. Even that, the spirit will not just be evoked unless some things are done. People don't believe there's ghost. Anybody who doesn't believe there's ghost, if you like, bet with me, give me order and come with me. I will do two things and you will see a ghost, and the next morning I will bring you back. So the issue happening in Accra with the death, I still repeat, Yamomo Yaoko is a painful death. And one thing that happened in the fire that it has to be investigated spiritually was when the fire was burning the two girls, they embraced each other. Tell me. Obia ewu anase obi sunsun e fini mu akwa nyama oye etwa to obia na ehu hia ye but so bi di yawo ekọ na yawo ko ni mu no. I didn't know whether they are in seat belts. I don't know how the state were, but the video shows that they clinched to each other before they passed on. Nobody knows when they died. Whether when they put out the fire before they died, whether when they put out the fire, they were dead. I am saying that where the incident happened. So they say scrap boys are even cutting the cars. You can cut the car. You can move the car. You can do the wall. But what spilled is the voice which is in the blood. So we have what we do to remove the voice. Men think they are grow. This is pure tradition, and it is part of us. The Bible, somebody did an inquiry. Was it somewhere saw that there? They went to do an inquiry. The Bible never spoke against it. So be careful. But that event was not meant for pastors. I repeat, what the auntie said can only happen if her foot is on something. I don't know. But when I went to knock at the old man's door, somebody has gone to do an inquiry on the incident. And somebody has been told the cause of the crash. So let me come back to my cousin. So they brought the body from Nigeria. I will treat the topic. How to be a proper parent and not a good parent. I'm not sure topic. And a baby. I know people are having fear, and that is fear. You don't know, but Honorable Yafran, she knows. Those who know, they know. Abna knows small. Abna nyakakredi. Abna, are you scared? Don't do this to me. You are the only surviving person on the page. Before Honorable Yafran, Abna, don't do this. You are the key moderator. You are going to tell us what happens in UK. So, men, yes, why are you doing that? Meanwhile, Odominewa, Abna, are you scared? Okay, if you are scared, let me tell you what to do. Abna, are you home? Yeah, you are home. So if you are scared, I'll tell you what to do right now. So in your scariness, go to your kitchen. You know why I'm laughing? But I asked Abna to go to the kitchen. She's telling herself. So Abna is truly scared. She's not joking. That's what I have to. She's the reason why I'm delaying my conversation. Abna, don't be scared. Okay, so I want to show you something. I wanted you to go to the kitchen. Let me show you something. Wait, don't move now. Wait, chain. All right, so here this. So my cousin from Nigeria, they brought the body to us, the dead body. And all the things we do for everybody, we didn't do for her. Yeah, and yet, and when you go and sleep, it will not help you. So wait. They didn't do. They didn't do anything. Because we believe that the body has been dressed and brought to us. So in tradition, the sponge they use is shared. When they go and bath, they gather soap from everybody. And everybody bring her juni. The thing everybody comes to give her last bath. Now, most of you are in America. Your parents die and they call you to come because you are the elder child. And you give excuse because you are in America. This is why nothing is working for you. If you bury your mother well, you will hardly find her in your dream. Oh yes. If you bury your mother well, you don't find her in your dream. Anybody watching me, if your mother died and the funeral was done and you were not part of the funeral, you will never stop seeing your mother until we disconnect you from your mother. Far from that, they are bad spirits. They are evil spirits that can capture people to use them. But I am telling you, the same way, if you do something for your mother that has never been done before, and your mother goes, and they don't give her atanasia, she will never give you peace of mind. It is a year kesiya na mbe o Ghana no. Munhwe mu yi. Munti ase. Munhwe etwi kasa ni eyi yo no ye ni yi di akoba bi obi akohoda. Afe eyanla awolegbe bewoni. So what is happening between these two kids? I saw a farewell mass or something they are going to do. I won't stop them. But I insist that the souls of the children should go to rest. And they can only rest when they remove them from the place that the accident happened. If they don't remove them, keep my word, you will hear more things that are not comfortable. Keep this tape. Me, I'm telling you, I've seen too much. So let me put my cousin's own. I'll come and continue because it is a dead body. So my mother died. And those of you who have watched me on my page, I go and have a chat with my mother at the cemetery 9 p.m. It doesn't happen. The cemetery in Accra is not like the cemetery here. The one here is very nice. It's like the military cemetery in Accra, the new military cemetery. A lot of light. But the Osu cemetery has no light. If you are going there after 9, even the boys are afraid. But the only time I was able to meet my mom that day was that time. She gave me the time to come. I want to have a chat. On that day, my mother cured somebody who was lying on his hospital bed in UK. That day on the page is there. Go and watch his life. So my life. So my mother died, and I was on stage. The day my mother died, I was on stage, girl talk with Becca. I was behind the stage and about to speak. And it happened that around 2:30 at midnight, I realized that my mother has come to the place and was calling me. So I told my PA, we had to go back to my mother. She was on admission. I told my PA that we need to go back to my mother because she's looking for me. And I finished the performance and I left around 3:20. So on our way, then I told my PA that my mother is gone. He said, oh, how? She too, she's gotten some small courage now because of up now. But she has a lot of belief in me and she say transfer transit. So that's what helps her. So you could do it. When we got to the entrance of the hospital, I saw her coming out and I asked her, she didn't mind me. So I told my PA that my mother is going. She's not minding me. She's tired. Let her go. So when we went in, there was another lady lying at the back of my mom. And she was unconscious, but she was speaking to me. And was doing this is what she did. I've never forgotten. So I searched for the interpretation. And she said, my mother is gone. So I should go and bring her. And I told her, yes. I didn't have things to bring her at that moment. There are things you can use to bring the person. But I realized that she's needed at where she was going. So I left her. So in the morning, I'm supposed to come and visit my mother at 8 in the morning. I told my wife, my mother is gone. So I won't go to the hospital. I'm going to the radio station. I told her in the house. I told my PA that my mother is gone, but I'm going to Kasapa to go and have my show. Then I left to Kasapa. So I was on Kasapa and I was closing at 10. Then my sister called and started crying. So my mother is gone. I said, don't worry. So I just went there. I didn't even go. I called on the phone and I told them that they should carry her and go and leave her on the stone. They shouldn't put her inside. They should leave her on the stone until 8 hours and let's see. So they left her there and I did what I'm doing. I realized that she's gone and I left her. I'm telling you on record, ever since I took my mother to the morgue, I never went to her because I didn't want to go and see her. So I deserted the morgue. She was taken to my mortuary. But I didn't go there. I have right to walk, and I didn't go. I left my mother's body in the hands of somebody who I trusted, believed so much, and I left my mother's body. The last time I saw my mother again was when we were doing tradition. And in the tradition, you are supposed to go and pour water on your mother when they are bathing for her. So if I'm in America, I'm in Asia, I'm in Ethiopia, I'm in Australia, and they are performing that right, and I don't go and pour the water, I will always be needed to water my mother. Hear me. Amamre kwanso. Ye garo mami funwa. Ana mami munwa. We are bakan bema. Ese wo senso ye hu obi ani wo hu mami adagemu. Onuane mu nyina obi esuro na ba panyin de ese okudi nso kogu mami so. Eti ebema nsuo na de dware no na de kogu no so ayaseda me da asema me koda wasumdio na de nsuo na egu emu no so na efu ne da ho kwara me hu mami sa da ne pe na mami ne me kasa be si enne mami mba me hoda okomunyan mu nyina ho na de si enne se we nyina emu no ese ekoba amane e ekoba me yesofo amane de nsa na ebo na mebe tu no ene e ka kire me se me kose sofo a ade be di me chi ache ese fun ye busua de enti mi go busua mane ena me goto castle bridge one cutting egu me car ni mood na me frɛ me nua no ma odi me chi yenko ba mane obi a yedu no ho bia no kuma ba bia before me do na me de me flow that water ni me see flow water me obi olive oil gu for man na me wure fie kase me anti abre ena ma me yale anka nti obi a owu ye dem de abre se ye ndi ni nyina man ka boy me fanya mu pa ba me ye de se me ye na me ma mamre call ne clients hwe baby e se sie me ma yes ye ma me yi efie ni so ba me ma me nkrofo wa sorry are more than 4,000 me nkrofo edi machi are more than 1,000 enti ye nya state park ebusuano so ye nya obi eyi wo park so da era ebusuana mamre ne se eyi bia ese eyi wo fie ho nya sanketwa eti ese mpanyifo ko yi mpaye ye ko ya mamre ese mpanyifo ne kandifo ne se modihye ye ba deda ne ha ba ye sra mo se mo ma ye nkwan ne fa emu no nkọ na ninguase amba best 7 days ni empre wo omni say ko ni akogu ye se yanji ye de we ko ye se omo mpre yes at the final stage that these things I'm saying, my sisters were not involved. I was the only one. And because I have gone to study it, I allow it even as a pastor. I'm not in foul crana bra corner hotel America sano. Na men show a lovely face. Me just abna bana. Eh na de be you. Na abna wa here. But my request na abna na be mo ho kwan no no amba ya me phobia. Yenko yani. Baby nam no yendu baby atanke ni yendu ye yesua de ye ye enwadru and the topic in here how to be a proper parent and not a good parent. They are two different things. But me chira masem na si Ghana and say the souls of the two girls are there. Challenge me. Take anybody there who is not like me, better than me, and they will tell you the truth. See me. Me mama ye nam say empanyifo bebenti make office air condition AC ewo efun dan nu tie me sa efun dan no efun pen ye deda no ho ba nyama gu ho enti nipa wu a na ye yi nyama ne adeda no ho ye siesie ho na ye defun na to ewi a na people still go and sit there ye de nyama gu ho. So one day me catch my uncle said sa efun dan den e wo ho no catch him said there are powers. And all the people we buried there from great-grandfather till now, you don't stand in front of the funeral door and block yourself like this. There will start be a dinner door and you say, or see you dinner where you be pia. So when he said it, because you can't be a funeral, and I went empty. I wanted to experience it. I'm telling you on authority. I went to stand at the door. Only God gave me mercy. I was pushed from the door. Yes. And the food dying, and you had to get out. And when Prof said, say, only the mammy know what the food dying, you be see a food what about grandpa. Not ye when you may pay, prophet manager, near side your mouth. Now, you cannot uncrophone tears, but maybe tears. So I used to me call a fixed air condition, temporary condition. But because any hunting in Suonu, drainage to me and be a babonting. So the drainage of the AC, me mancropois installation in the bucket, AC inside. I bought a woolen, me currently woolen carpet, 3 different kinds. And the foam, set foam, na yeah foam. Me currently bed with a canopy, and yeah small. And you try decoration. Yeah, nansana yeah kwako yeah amambre ako yifunu diaba. Enti di oye den wa be ye enti ye di esi ni ye na esi e go fa no enti me si ye so esi no ye di body ni be ba na ho achele na me lock it down. The key was with me, so nobody goes there. But I was outside and I'm no here decoration. No boy no here decoration by I say saw the pillow be she ade na se ansa na ene na ba and ye be a don. Ye be a don. Ya fa in suoni bucket no. I share go from her. Me. The key was with me. They have carried the bucket that was collecting the AC water and poured it on the carpet. And it has the quantity of water that has gone under the carpet and the foam. We can't do anything. Yet, chong. Immediately, I went to my uncle. I said, this is what has happened. I said, yes. You never asked permission. Your mother is young. And if you want to fix an AC, you could have asked permission. Once you didn't ask permission, they will cause trouble. Look, the things we rented for the floor then was 3,200. I called the woman, or see carpet in your renting. They're all in here for said you may pen. And to will be whole, baby. Before they finished, I spent extra 4,000 for the carpet because I didn't follow order. I never me fix the same way that. So me dey buy and me catch me uncle. In the beg castle bridge to me and we deep pie. I go away, nye bi nu way, nye na bi leke. E to ne when ye here no nya when you fa ne no hwe ne hwe nye keke ale nye ma ale egbe na ka no nya wu aba hia wulu na nyara adon ye yes. Jesus Christ. Then I fixed the AC. The bucket was there. And nothing happened. The other part was that when my mother was brought and she was dressed, so you see any car say, oh, Bonnie didn't invest everybody know. That then on any kasa or dressing on any kasa, na mi wura ho. Eti omo ya na akwane say Charlie, something is not right. I think we are making. They are not on social media. It's me kind of motion fancy idea. So what happened was me auntie baako. No ni mame enye fine omo nkasa. Eti abranche ni see ye ni mame ba ye sha so ya na me auntie ndi esu bra ho. No start here. So when she was crying and speaking while the guy was dressed, he said immediately my mother's face changed and she became angry. You can decide not to believe it. Now my mother has been dressed and she has frowned. So I went into my teens because I'm not taking it now. Akwana ye bia emfa. My uncle say you be a C. Now we need the SC. So immediately I went and when I finished my own, I was asked what to do. So I came to the place and we were supposed to pray to open the thing. When we entered, everybody said, oh, and they mentioned her name. Oh, yes, my mother is always smiling. She's always smiling. But this time, I didn't even know, say, me auntie now, no, so you can't sack her. To me, buy and I'm a bone, didn't I say, I don't know, I am a sir. We are chum, remember, some of fetch you over. And I'm a man, you be so. Shimo, nicho, koyo, be. Kenwe atatwigbe lele eba jigbe ko nibo onyi enote mi je lodi mi leche da Miewa Shiko Leno Lemo Kobe Nita Moye Sukura in the funeral room because this is my mother's favorite song. When I sing for this woman, she will get up and would sing alongside with me. All of a sudden, my mother started smiling. The video is there. I have a video evidence. My mother smiling the song. Then the room charged up. Then it became a song ministration. There's another song my mother likes. We don't sing it as funerals, but it was part of the therapy to bring my mother to smile. Now what do me see your botan so what do me nana tintum ho semi she asida now what in your man shemano and you move fufurobi at the funeral grounds in the room na eti me mama sana tininkana we jania beto wano now abeya no gwanko beya shiranka oh my God. It was a service. And because she was my mom, I was not the one who was supposed to do the service. The head pastor to do the service started crying. Then the continuation came. Oh my God, the place charged up. He became a church service. Come and see the dead woman smiling. The video evidence is there. I learned a lot. Then I was told, if my mother will rest in peace, I should never cry. I never cried. This is why till today she's not come to me. The only time my mother comes is when you touch me and I go and give you to my mother. She will come. She will come. She will come. Look, I work very late. My mother waits until I get home. She's passed on over 7 years now. Everybody's poster is gone. Her poster at my door is still smiling towards my door. My wife is smiling. Honorable your friend will testify when she comes to my house is there. I'm saying this thing for you to believe that there are things that must be done the way, not by prayer. These are traditions and they are not fetishism. So the girls that we are all making noise and say, no, where you fear woo, where you so families must be told, yes, they are in pain, but they should not be clouded with the pain and do mistakes. If they don't take care, repetition will come. You can be an American, you can fuck it. I don't care. It's okay. American for my son saw Enyashi. Enyashi, you won't cross for my America. See if body nimbra. We are sworn, you man from Baby. I represent you. Hey, Ebushana did that, bro. A bind grant to me. A bind posse. The dead body belongs to the family. A bind ramposse. So my cousin American asem. You didn't buy MBA funuso. The SCA na yeah, besi you go Sunny aka say we are not doing the right thing. You can still now, so it was too late. I said, body needs so a man them. And I saw for yeah, sorry. And the bomb pie. My call baby now a microphone kwaya mamre so for the buefu say they don't understand why they should go and do anything after they pray nothing else. When they say Pastor Tobuase. Their family say they have their last respect. Can you allow them to do it? And when they bring the body, you do your thing. Don't interfere. Let your powers be with you. I've told a lot of pastors. Let me tell you, ideally, and this one will sound controversial to most of you, but dead bodies are not supposed to be taken into the church. No. Dead bodies must not go into a church. Any church that welcomes a dead body must always pacify and purify the church, because the dead body is not supposed to enter the sanctuary. It can be around the sanctuary, but not in the sanctuary where the altar is, because the altar doesn't receive dead things. When I confusion, and you can't let you know, but no fan chairman said, maybe more time. Who are best? But so we don't take dead bodies to the church. The majority of the church, the Catholic Church, I think Anglican Church, the Presbyterian Church, they all take dead bodies to the church because there's no power there. Would you mean Koyibi? Now at this Sunday, I bet you as well. Who's who cost so life na yebi? Found some of Mediano, found some of Mediano, the anyway. And I you. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. The power of God is stronger than all these powers. That I know. That is why I stick to God and nothing else. And these things, they are not evil. They can be evil, but they are not evil. So, because baby a banana yakosieno and yakosieno near Thanksgiving service Sunday. Enti yeah at the chenim ye dan crofasi. Tia ufufu na yesma abaya bi e ofie o se onkonko yi ade wo inside mbra e na odi mimi ye kan sen obrofo mu abna mimi ye kan sen mununku ana mununchi mu kan sen fifo nse mununku wo eti okọ inside no so okofa ade na ade ne to no so otumi nkasa akwana no enya ena mumie mole achimi sisi a achimi. This is why I'm sleeping. I'm not why he's sleeping and still listening. This thing is wood, it's not block, so it's not going. All right, so how to be a proper parent and not a good parent? We're going to discuss parenting. I don't know why they want me to stop. So what I'm saying is, in all the things I'm saying, it's not horror film, but it's tradition, and we don't respect tradition. We have lived a life behaving like we are on top of everybody. To say we have powers to do everything. Almost even finish the story. They came to hit me. That's why I've stopped. I don't know why. I don't have a block. I need block. The hmmm block. The wood is not accepting me. It's not accepting me. It's rejecting me. It's rejecting me. Adiapena, you are interested. I should continue. Yes, they've come to hit my shoulder. You are telling me I should continue. All right, so most of us somebody is releasing me in the name of Jesus. The floor is wood. I want a relief. Oh, good, all right. So you see, in times like this, if you have anything, alcohol, it will save you. But let's go ahead. Either we don't drink, we use water. I will go. So when my cousin, everything was done, we went to bury the body. So the small girl went, not small girl, small, she's older than her. So she went to go and pick something. There was noise. A lot of things was happening. They sent her and they found her crawling on the floor. She can't speak. I'm telling you. And I was not too, I've gone to learn the thing, but they are seniors ahead of me. So they call Awon. Awon in our place is the priest. So they call Awon, and Awon came. When Awon entered, he said the saint is here. He said they've sent my cousin back. They said they've sent my cousin back. She's not having her rest. So then they called. He went to pour libation. They did what they are supposed to do, and they say, no, we've done a mistake. What is the mistake? The Nigeria people brought my cousin with a shoe. I'm laughing, eh? They actually say, well, I've said it. I've entered into that other place. Don't mind them. When they do, we'll do it together. I need onion. Alone. Who can bring me onion? Chakai. So then, man, by our family head. When they said, if you go like Adechia, you be share the and your family had new coffee. O see when he came, o wura ni dem, obi e do ni pie di do ni bone ni. The family head, they don't know bone ni no be from. Any man so. No, you don't need garlic. Before you can say what is garlic. Only the garlic. So I think they told people that garlic has look between the powers in the evil grounds, between garlic and onion, the strongest is onion. Garlic is powerless. One day I'll teach you. But this is not what we are teaching you. We are teaching why the spirit of the children must be dealt with. We are teaching why nobody must make a mistake. Because the two girls they are inseparable. They held each other and they bent together. So I don't know how they are bearing them. So my ebusian penny no koye ye the door born any God. Me auntie baako ono ko gina ho ne kata emu no so. Ono so to mu. And girl no to ho no ntumi nkasa no. Na ha achi she can't speak. The event went bad. Ya ye de ebe nyina wi ye wonya ye man nti ade sana afide de ni ate okasa. Do bi esuo so be wura dem. Ami mi wura ho. So then we have to go and inquire what we should do. We are supposed to go and exhume the casket and remove the shoes and bury the shoes separately. I am saying we exhumed the body, not by order from the court, tradition. We took eggs, a lot of things, a lot. And is what they gave us. They told us they went to do. I was there. I watched them. They did it. And then they exhumed the body. They didn't see the face. They opened the casket. And they realized that she was wearing a shoe on her feet. They removed the shoe. And God... I could be careful. Your prefect. Where's Abna? Abna, come. Abna, even sooner do the enemy pool. One has in show. Abna, then I answer. So once you assume the body, and then when I say they want to assume the body traditionally, and they brought the sandals out, and then they performed the thing. I'm telling you, the noise that my uncle was hearing, stopped. From that day onwards, anybody they bring to us, no matter what they do, they go through the performances again. They use the dry spoon, the dry sponge to pass on the body. Whatever they do for tete, they do for tete before we go and bury. These things are not horror films. They are not horror nights. These things are traditions that has kept us going. Many of the accident stages, we have to go there and perform the removal of the spirit. It cannot be done by any pastor. These things are so phobia to me. Me say idea we are making. Ya fresh software on to me, and you saw your powerful born to me. Oh, that's it. So I am saying, say, baby, I can share see now, Qualame, Eddie Yaw, Equoyen, soon soon mijina. Na kwa ye fasudi yi sunsum ye no aduane efre won so mbaji bindi omo amba ne apam won ano se won bi da na ye kobo apata ye bo eja apata na ye de ngo na ye nti ye no abenkwan ye no abenkwan wo ho na ye bia ye ti se ye si fufuo ye se ye wo aben wo ho ni aye nyamanya bi abenkwan nyama bebre bi ye no ankwan ni ye di ni afre won omo baji bi di na ye de agina ne so e de apan won amoma kwakọ wura omo won nam enye hu ba ye won krofo omo ye me ndu ba bi a metumi aye sa haki ndu ho but corona ye tisom okay so me nkamo ya but is it November 9th what? The fire disaster that happened at Goya. How many of you were in Ghana? It was done. Was it John Mama in power or Tamils in power? They gave the traditional leaders of Abeka. It even became a fight because they were supposed to look at their jurisdiction. As Senate, and there are two different clients. So they were looking for their jurisdiction. Who can perform that right? In second, when the incident happened, people died. That was Yaoko. So they came to perform the rites. They closed the road and they performed the rites. They did a lot of things were done. A lot. Ye nuebiani wo ho, ye diagro wo ho, enkrofo didi wo ho, ye wie ne de ade ne pitin ye frɛ sunsum se mu bedi mo de. Omontimi aba ne di yi won fi circle ho no. That is how the spirit left. It happened in Zongo Junction. I witnessed it in Madina Zongo Junction. It was a constant place where motorbikes were killing people, and the people that died, the spirits were still there because it was Yawo. So these things are not jokes. Going to do a vigil doesn't drive away the spirits. Thank you. It doesn't drive away the spirits. So the spirits will be there. But if you don't deal with it, then a familiar spirit comes to capture the original spirit and begin to terrify people with weaklings. Yes, that's what I just taught you. If the spirit don't leave, a familiar spirit comes to carry them and work with weaklings. So that place will not become an accident spot. But every time an incident will happen. Now, something happened when we were doing the video. Those of you who are listening, at a point in time, they were telling them that please move your car. Where you've parked, they are endangering other people. All I'm saying is no fears. The children have died painfully. And the other thing they have to learn is that such deaths, the funeral is done in a certain way to prove to the body that the way you died, we revere and feel pain. So we don't set anything. We don't do takeaway. In such event, when you go and they give you a package, reject it. Same way when they go and bury the person and they come back, everybody must wash their hands and go to their homes. The cloth or the uniform you took to the place, you don't take it indoors. When you get to your house, you remove it outdoor. What's that? Muka said na enye ni bie. Eti na ye nyina your bathrooms were outside. You thought it was not enye ni bie. No. There are a lot of traditions to it. So when you go to such funerals, yaw ko yie ti se nkwala ye yie, uko yie na se ye fani pano efi mochre ho a. Ye ne ba bia ye di ni fi no, ye be yi sunsum fifi ho. Sa is our mind. Say e be yi. Now if you are straight, you didn't come up. Say out of what to say or send one. San crofon ye fa won befio. But opia bekwe ye na sibia ufie ye na sia. Say when am a shade ko ye na sia ye fa wura dem. Aye fie ye na akoye. Monti asie. Yes your crofon kase o crofon chia. Monti asie. Men kamo ya MP ni wu ye na yire no gina radio so kasa happen now. Me see ofi. Onti asie. No be hu sunsun so. Eti sa eyie na mo so be kobi ni mesrɛ mo. Munsua se ukose eyie na wo be fie a. Wanya awo be to so na sa awo no to so a ede sunsun so anye. And people are scared. Sit up. All right, so I'm saying that what is happening in Ghana, somebody should tell them that there's an education to it. There are traditions, and we have to follow it. May the souls of these girls rest in peace. But I'm saying that somebody link them and tell them there is something that must be done. Now, as for Bishop Salifu and his family, the boy and the tragedy that has occurred is an accident. And I know that both people are not in good shape because as we speak, Bishop Salifu had a lot of programs to do in America, October, November, and we'll go back, I think, November ending. But with these things that is happening, he will not be able to do anything. So it has come to even affect him personally. But there's a lot that is happening. And I believe that and my final word to the rest of the people are scared. They want me to start my topic. The final word I have for all of you is that when you are in this country, America to be precise, UK, Australia, anywhere, and all of a sudden, anything happens, and yes, madam, yes, madam, my boss says I should start the topic. Oh, I'm responding to the backstage. You catch him say me starting and crofo. And who can crofo mo junso. Sister, see what got na washroom na junso name. This is the sound of an oil. So what happens in the US? Please, in the US, please. You are in the US. Yes, I'm in the US. So if you are here, they say your mother that is dead, or anybody is dead there, and you are an older child, no matter what happens, find a way to do something. If you can't go, find a way to do something. Obi witness if an insano bra for we bra, you're careful. Abra. So that is by way of tradition and knowledge. But what has happened to Bishop Salifu and the son? I'm in New York at the moment. I roam. So anytime you want to, you have to ask where I am. I roam. So we say, may the soul of these children rest in perfect peace. May whoever has lost the only daughter be given another daughter. And I don't know how to sack them because they are still there. They are there, and somebody should tell them to go and help them leave the place. They are there. They are there. But the same way, I want to take the opportunity, traditionally and spiritually, to eliminate any of us not to be victims like this, because it's very difficult. They are most nordness when one dies, fear far from home, you take his hair and nails for rituals. It's not for rituals. It's for traditional purposes. They are not rituals. You should understand the difference between our traditions and rituals. Rituals are different. What do you say? Under the bed sheet, Abna, what are you doing under the bed sheet? Abner, I am hiding under the bed. Abner, please be careful because this is not Friday. Why are you bringing bed sheet in this conversation? I can perform the rites to remove the spirit. Who is that? Well, go and tell them. Don't tell me, please. Please explain the traditional part. I'll come and do a traditional night, and that traditional night I'll explain to you. But finally, traditional purposes. I mean, thanks for the correction. Okay, traditional purposes is like when you bring your nails, you bring us the hair, nails and hair you bring to us. We collect it and we go and bury. We bury it again, signifying that the forefathers should know that your daughter has been brought to you again, so that they will know that their soul must go. Well, I mean, there's is a belief. That's why you go to the cemetery at a certain time. There's a certain time you don't visit the tomb. But when you go to the tomb, you meet them. There's a time they go to market. There's a time they are sent to go and fetch water. When people die immediately, when they go, they don't send them. They wait to send it. That's why there's a time you go there. If you check the way we celebrate, the first year we celebrate, second year we don't celebrate, third year we don't celebrate. If you celebrate 1 year, you're supposed to celebrate the next 5 years. But you can go and visit the tomb at every time. And visiting of tomb is not evil, because when Jesus died, they went to visit the tomb. So visiting of tomb is very important. So I think was he a guy here who said, unfortunately, the door is locked and I have the key. I'm not Jaduel. But said someone about holding a key or the key better. Yeah. Call Sister Hona. Clarice way. Well. But let me say this again, and as I wrap up, if you are having dreams of your mother, your grandmother, your father, a sibling who died and constantly comes into your dream life, please, let's help you. It's not a good thing. We'll help you to sack them and they will go forever. Because if they continue coming, it's not right. The same way, if you keep on dreaming that you are having parties and eating with dead people, also, please, let's help you out. And if you constantly find yourself having a certain smell, there's a certain smell that I can't show you here, that passes, there is something about it. There are some animals that were created to be domestically identified animals for certain spirits. So there are those animals too, they see. And I think I shared with you when my car broke down about some 2 months ago, a month ago, that I used the morgue. Yes, my car broke down and I used the morgue. And it was 12 around, I was going to red light, so 12 something. And the dogs were coming to attack me because they didn't know. And I have to evoke what I'm supposed to evoke and call them. And they followed me. And there was a man who was sitting there and said, hey. And he said, hey, yes, I was. Yes, because we do a semi year and Charlie we are seeing until my tradition. Okay. I have switched the light on, my eyes widely open, no sleeping today. Abner, I'm very happy I've woken you up. Ladies and gentlemen, let's clap for Abner Sugar, my love. She's done so well. She's very brave. Abner is very brave. And it took a serious fear, but you may ignore and don't be calling deaf. Me not some men can be. Why? Because you will soon friend the permanent would tell. So I do a bona moya was sending a WhatsApp me down. Said you are boy Juma just Jijo in the Bewinton. What I say, a year Juma by your quiet fast year Juma. What did they mention? I said, I mean, the money asked, said, what the addition about. Wow, please, really need help. So Abner, they need help. Give them number. I'll see if I can help you. I'll tell you I can help you. But if you fall under any of these things I'm saying, put all jokes aside. Let's help you. There is a way you can do a closure to it. Church is good. God is powerful. But there are things that they are fundamental that you have to do. Those who came to church today, those who are calling me, I'm teaching them a lot of things to go and do. Hi, I love your ministration yesterday on YouTube. Oh, thank you very much. I hear yesterday my song is trending. Need help as well. So the number is, I'm not right. The number is, okay, somebody is telling me you are seeing snakes. Seeing snakes, okay. Call me back. You can call me. You have the number, so I won't go there now. I'm not here to bring interpretations. I'm here to teach. So 862. All right. So if you are not in Ghana, then you do +1. I'm like 862 571 571 3950. Okay. 862 571 3950. And those of you in Ghana, it's not about doom so, but I brought you a very powerful rechargeable fans. Have you seen them? It has landed in Ghana. Yeah, they call now a hot cake over top ton in tem. It says a 1 ton in tem next son. Wala. Men fa embe shemi. What I say? Men fa embe shemi cry baby abiti. Let me say a big thank you to the suppliers of my hoodies. It's a hoodie time and it's okay. Shiraba, thank you so much. It's +1. Sorry, I think I missed it. It's +1. Okay. So Abna, thank you so much for typing. So today, the question time is here. We are learning. I dreamt a snake with my okay. I dreamt killing a snake with my bare hands. Congratulations. Thank you very much. And then I won't see the interpretation here. You call me behind the scene. Let's do what we're supposed to do. Because my madam has warned me, and this is my last warning according to the message. Okay. So let's see. Abna yen shasiye. And I said, "Adiana kono." Ujin said, "Den yenye enyumbini yembo na yenye den. Yenye ni den. Abna yenye ni den. Abna kan yenye ni den. Oh, yenye ni den. Then yembo krana nkrofui enfili." All right. So we are going to continue our topic right now, and our topic for today is nothing. Is one thing that we have learned before, and we want to, let me see, what song can we play apart from Samini? Then cry. Okay. So we are going to start right now. Our show is up here, and let's get it running, let's get it rolling. And then it's a Super Bowl. Parenting is the best word. So the number is 862 571 3950. 862 571 3950. And then relax. Let's start something together. And this is wonderful. It's a wonderful. Hey!
What I'm about it in the show. What do you say? I don't care. What is that? That's much. Sorry, I'm about watching you. Go dance while watching you. When you mention I'm into minting, me wanna swim into Mingasa. Me do you see I'm not penny. As you hear me moving, you'll be but do you don't seem me very sister, me better that would I be me very sister, me better what's the most don't see